you're never gonna make it. You're not good enough, there's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the f are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon, and I'll do it cause it's what I wanna do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back? Or will you fight back?
You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving it, you're not think a stray kid. No, they don't give it, you got what I'm saying? I'm not playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the door on all you poor haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back? Fight back.
Oh, and second us too. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades, and they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plague Tale Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. I'm at 2 ground, Shroom and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass. Among Us, The Ascent, and more.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. And I could hear distant drums and bungled chords from afar. They were closer now, Fernando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternity with no content. I was so afraid, Fernando. We were young when they told us it would only be 10 more years. And I'm not ashamed to say we're sorry again on Twitter, 343. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Know that we could never lose. You got cheap here.
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
If I had to do the same again for 10 more years, Fernando. If I had to do the same again with no content, Fernando. Now we're old and gray, bootleg Joe. Since many years I haven't even known your name. Can you hear the drum, bootleg Joe? Do you recall that time when we finished the game and you told me your name? How proud we were to fight on this Halo ring.
Stop it!
There was something in the air that night on the Pelican, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me when bootleg Cortana said Fernando. Though that I never knew your name, 10 hours in. But if I had to do the same again, I would ask you, Fernando. There was something in the air that night, the stars were bright, Fernando. Do you know her name, this bootleg Cortana, Fernando? Though that we never lose, we got Microsoft money. If I had to do the same again, oh, and we will, all for 10 years. Yes, we'll do the same again. Why would my friend Fernando? What's up, grinders? You miss me? How you guys doing? Guys and girls out there, how you guys doing? It is definitely an impromptu show. You knew it was coming. I had the incredible back from vacation gaming grindhouse, and thank you all for tuning into that show. And yeah, kind of been all over the place. It's been busy. Vacation. I got pulled from vacation when I heard the sirens and the drums of Fernando, and I had to come back. And then, you know, yesterday was U.S. holiday, Labor Day, so I was out. And then just going through the Twitters, and I'm like, you know what? The grinders need something. The Twitter streets are hurting. People don't know what's going on. Booty's out clapping in the streets. And I was like, wait a second. They found Booty. They found him. He hasn't spoken a word.
I came looking for Booty.
And I'm like, wait a second. Booty did an interview? He was clapping those cheeks? And I don't have a show? We're coming back. And I was like, let me just do this impromptu gaming grindhouse. It might be the Bachelor gaming grindhouse. Who's going to get a rose? Definitely not 343. They're not getting a rose. With the Bachelor grindhouse. Is Matt Booty going to get a rose? Hell no. Phil Ness get a rose? No, nobody's getting a rose. But know who do get roses in this Bachelor grindhouse? these dudes and dudettes in the VIP Grindhouse. Woo! Partying with the Herman Holtz splits. Quality splits. They get a rose. You get a rose. We had a whole bunch of new VIP grinders. We did. What was that, Holtz? What? Oh my goodness. Yes, VIP grinders. Thank you to all the new VIP grinders we had come on. We had Anthony Dixon, who came on a few weeks ago, Will777, Stonewall, and Geo Knows Gaming. Herman Holtz splitting away, baby. Oh, yes. It's a party in here. Split with the Herman Holtz. Text us Morty Toolman in the chat. Big Man Bear Pig. Screaming out booty, came looking for booty. Herman Holtz clapping with the grinders. That's right, Sergeant. Booty knew when to talk, because I'm no mercy. But thank you to the VIP grinders. You all get roses. Hanging in here with quality splits. Herman Holtz, you want to be a VIP grinder? You go hit that join button and get to use the incredible Herman Holtz splits and Phil Ness's face that he just took a shit in his pants. And Bootleg Joel, and one we haven't used, Booster. He's still around. He's coming this holiday. We got Bootleg Joel and the 3 C's, which they're always living well on Twitter. And our good Holy Spirit Activate one. And, one I put on in this show, the Halo Rat. Whoa! The Halo Rat. This is the only place that you see the Halo Rat. The smooth 8 pixels of the Halo Rat. The quality of the Halo Rat. This is the only place you see the Halo Rat. Okay. But anyway, let's get back to the party! Grindhouse is open. Thank you again, VIP Grinders. Let's head back to the Grinds board. Oh, yeah. Thank you again, everybody. Let's get back. I got to fix this so it doesn't do that again. Oh, tiny screen. Ow. I don't want to do that again. There it is. And look who came on in. Frog. What's up, baby? How you doing? Frog's on mute. He's speechless. Nah, Frog's, he's finding his microphone. We got Frogs in here.
Here. What's up?
There he is. What's up, man? You saw the grind signal. Hey, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah,
so,
no problem.
Dude, it is wild in the Twitter going on here. It's been craziness going on. But we got some topics for you. Tonight, we're going to talk about The Last of Us Part 1 selling in the UK. The Call of Duty letter. I don't know if you saw, Phil did a signed, seal, and delivered. I'm yours. Call of Duty remains exclusive to Jim Ryan, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't trust a letter from Phil at all. Probably wiped his ass with it and put it in the mail. And then PS Plus really putting pressure on Game Pass, dude. I don't know. All I'm saying, I'm going to show a couple of pictures and you tell me. And Booty stinking up the place interview. That's what I'm calling that one. He had some lot to say over at PAX West. They found the Booty and he was shitting up the place. And then the fallout of the show that we just did last week about 343 and not having co-op and just saying we're sorry. And that dude that just came on, he says, I want to target the end of 2023 to get my vision. The fallout from this has been a disaster. Phil Ness has his head down like a goddamn ostrich right now. The PR for Xbox is not too good. And the fact that Halo is causing it all is not good at all. So, yeah, the fallout of the FIRE343 hashtag. My goodness. Talk about angry fans. And I got some interesting takes from the Halo community on what they're doing right now. People are changing their goddamn channels because the Halo content is horrible. Imagine that. Insane. But first, this Last of Us. I don't know. I haven't been playing The Last of Us. I haven't played it yet. I've been waiting for time to sit down where I can enjoy it. I didn't get it yet. I've been holding off to just get a time because I don't want to go buy it and then not play it. So I've been out on vacation, grindscation. So hopefully I get some time to sit down and, get to some gaming with this stuff. But, Last of Us, I've been seeing the screenshots, been seeing some of the differences posted online. And dude, I tell you, the details that they've added to this game, it really is incredible to think where they're going to go with this, right? Like, what's the next thing from Naughty Dog given this PS5? Because this is just a taste, and yes, they did it with a game that already had released already and they remade it. But just looking at what what they're doing, just imagine what they're going to do. This is just an appetizer. And seeing like the rug physics, the what they're doing with this stuff, the animations, and just how incredible this looks. I can't imagine what they're going to do with a full-blown PS5 title. It's pretty crazy. And again, and I see a lot of people on the interwebs who are running around with the $70, enjoying the game and going, oh yeah, I give it a great review and all this stuff. Like, listen, the problem that everybody had with the people saying about $70 is that everybody has a different concept of what is valuable to them. There are a lot of people that, and I saw this too in the reviews. The reviews came out, what was it, 89, 88? It came out on Metacritic. And again, it was the price that brought down some of those scores, like Stevia, who uses 2 sugars, 1 cream for Matt Booty's coffees. Basically, Stevia came out and they're like, 2 sugars, please, Matt Booty. And they gave it like a 60. Price and this. One of the things that I don't understand about this whole price concept thing is that if you play the game already and don't want to pay that price for it, then don't. But what about people that have not played The Last of Us at all? Is it fair to say don't watch The Godfather because it's the $60 definitive edition? Oh, don't buy it. Wait for a sale then, right? Twisted, right? Wait for a sale. But the thing is like, how can you put the price in there when there are people that never played the game? A whole generation of people came by. They haven't played it their first time. Don't spend $70 on it. The game's a masterpiece. Just like these movies are masterpieces and get remade and albums get remastered and all this other stuff. They still charge the same price for an album, put it in some fancy packaging. Speaking about packaging, that is one criticism Herman Holtz Quality Splits didn't approve. I saw some of that packaging. My thing is that, hey, if you're going to throw it in a box, throw it in a box. But I think that for the price of what that Firefly edition was, I think they should have been shipped in a steel case, not in a cardboard thing. That's the only thing, the packaging of that. I think that they should have put that in probably a steel case, a steel book, and ship it like that. But they put it in this cardboard that apparently got torn up in some people's shipments from the official PlayStation store. So, I do say, if you're gonna do that, they should have put it in a steelbook casing and sent it that way, like they did with Gran Turismo. Like I got GT Sport like that, a steel case, a steelbook, and stuff like that. They should have done that. But yeah, I could say like that soft cardboard being shipped in a booklet form. Yeah. Or they should have put it in plastic and then sent it out that way. Have a little more care with that. But it does seem that whenever the internet wants to run wild, shout out to over 76 people watching. Hit that like button for this impromptu gaming grindhouse. Not going to the scheduled program that we typically do on Monday nights. But hit that like button, share out this video, get the grinders in here. Maybe some didn't see the grind sign. They're on Toil Bowl, playing on Steam Deck or something like that, or browsing through Game Pass, looking for what to play next because it's all on Game Pass.
Second on two.
I didn't mean to hit those.
12 minutes and 80.
Oh, Hades is gone. Hades is gone.
And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them like a Requiem.
It's a Requiem comment.
Want to play first and want to play last. I'm at you grounded, true and true. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
It's all on Game Pass, man. Dollar Bill Phil. Approved. Hit that like button. Game Pass song, baby. Exclusive. I could do a world premiere. But yeah, so one of those things. Like, Frog, did you see some of those shippings? Like, it just seems like Sony's packaging, no pun intended for the package. But it's funny that whenever it comes to criticism on internet, and I guess some Xbox fans, like, I remember they bitched about the PS5 packaging using recycled cardboard, and the Xbox was presented like like what it was, and meanwhile it was nothing. It seems like everybody's triggered by Sony packaging, right?
You know what? Jazz? I've seen some of the packaging, right? From some people in the community, and it is fucked up, right?
It is
fucked up. But there's a big but to this. But
a big booty?
No.
Oh.
Not booty.
Booty.
The but to this is, why the fuck? Look, I saw Jack Move shit and heard Jack Move. Jack Move legitimately there's a problem. A lot of guys that I know, that I legit know, and I've talked to the community for, have some legit problems with this shit. I'm not gonna say they don't, but I just think that some of the things and the way people are taking it, and a lot of people who are going these overboard, they don't even fucking have the game. They didn't order this package. They just want it for fanboy rhetoric. That's why it's so hard to even be in the fucking Twitter spaces or whatever else, because these motherfuckers are fake half the time.
Yeah.
And the reality is it's a deal. It shouldn't happen, but it's not that big of a deal where now we're fucking boycotting this, boycotting that. Like, I honestly, I'm being serious, and it's stupid, man.
Boycotts, yeah, then go to spaces, dude.
Everybody wants to fucking bitch and whine and complain about something. It's like,
you're my number one customer.
Like, for the guys who actually fucking had it happen to them, bitch and whine and complain. For the motherfuckers who don't even play on PlayStation, who just want something to fanboy about, shut the fuck up. Every time I see somebody on there, I know it doesn't have a fucking PlayStation. That's not where they play. They're not even their investor interest isn't even gaming.
They shared that picture. I saw that.
I blocked their motherfucking ass. Dude, I've been blocking motherfuckers left and right. Anybody I see in the timeline with spitting rhetoric is stupid, block.
Yeah. And somebody wrote back wafers with the 2. He goes Game Pass. Frog, he wants to hear it. He wants to hear it on demand.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2.
Because they're all about Game Pass.
Games are coming fast. 12 minutes.
He said it, black wafers.
And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them like a requiem. What to play first and what to play last. That's 2 ground, true and doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
Frog is going off. I gotta be like, I think there's a frog. You gotta let me know.
My whole thing is right. People are so fucking dumb. They jump on this bandwagon of, we got to cancel this. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, the minute that somebody does something, you want to cancel them. But a worse crime or even a similar crime, you ain't talking about canceling the other person. It's just fucking crime.
But what do you think about the packaging, though? Like, what do you think about
it's fucked up.
Like, why did they do that cardboard stuff? Like, they should have done a steal for $100.
I think it's fucked up, right? I think for $100. Here's 2 things. Number one, that shit should have been $69. I've said this before. Should have been $69.99. And one of the biggest fucking fans of Last of Us, I can somewhat say PlayStation, Jack Move, after he got everything and said it was said and done, he agreed. He was like, nah, this shouldn't have been the price it was. He's like, I think the game, and I personally said it, and I said this time and time, that $70 price point to me was what made me say, I'll wait for a price drop. I'll eventually play it. I'm not saying because it's a good fucking game, but $69 for something you're calling a remake, where basically it's virtually the same game you took stuff. This is why me and you argued, and I think it was me, you, Sick, and somebody else. We argued the point, and I was like, no, I don't agree with that $69 price tag.
Yeah, and you didn't get it.
I think that, and I spoke with my wallet. I didn't get it. I'll eventually get it when it's the price that I believe that that it should have been, which I think the game should have came out at $49 or $39. $49 to me would have been a good price point.
Yeah.
Because you took out parts of the game.
So let me ask you, Frog, the reviews though, like,
game,
do you think that
it reviewed, bro? It reviewed exactly what I thought. I thought, and this is, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jazz. I thought this game was gonna definitely sit like at an 82.
Oh, you
And the
go
reason I thought it was
lower.
gonna, yeah, the reason I thought it was gonna sit at 82 is not because I haven't beat this motherfucker twice. It's not because I beat this, not having beat this
Yeah.
motherfucker on fucking like new game plus grind and all that shit. I put my time in. The reason I thought this game was gonna score so bad is because we are living in a time where people are looking to shit on anything that is doing good. Anything that's
Mm.
good, it's bad now. Anything that's bad is good now. It's the reverse opposite of bullshit. Halo
Yeah.
Infinite is real fucked up. For some reason, people think this such a good project, it's doing so well.
Yeah, like they give it the benefit
And,
of the
and,
doubt. Oh my god, like
so my whole thing is
yeah.
my personal opinion as just me, as the gamer frog, yo, you took out the multiplayer, and that one right there, that one thing right there didn't warrant the $69. That was me.
That was you.
Like
Yeah, that was you.
you took out a component, and you took out a component, and then even then I still had to look and say, damn, $69 is asking a
Yeah.
lot for a game
But
that not only came out on PS3, it got a remaster on PS4.
yeah.
And then when I listened to Jack Move on Weapon Wheel, and he said, "Yo, if you got the remaster version, just stick with that and wait for a price drop if you feel it." And I agree with him.
Mm.
I believe that a lot of people should have spoke their wallet, but it's not going to happen because it's a popular franchise. Not only is it not going to happen because it's a
Well,
fucking quality
it's sold.
game.
Yeah, it's a quality. That's the big thing that
It's
I've
a
been
fucking
seeing,
quality
dude.
game.
It's
So,
like
so
better
I'm,
than any. And I know what I said, Frog. I
I'm
was like,
not.
there's nothing else
I'm not
out there
taking
like it. There's nothing out
Yeah,
there like
I'm not
it.
taking it. And that's the thing, Jess. I'm not taking the quality away from the studio or
There's
what they
nothing like it.
comprise. What I'm saying is,
Next dev
yo,
up, dude. Where are
you
they?
guys are kind of cocky, and you guys shouldn't have charged those $69 for it. And we're going to get that. And I said this: the more you let these companies like the PlayStation, Sony's, and all these other companies do these things, the more you're going to start seeing some egregious shit because they're going to get to a point.
Wait, I was trying to get to what the reviews like. I think the issue though I've seen is like some of the low reviews were because of the price, and I don't think you should review based on price.
See, you shouldn't. You should
because
not
do you
review
re-review the game when the price drops? If it's on sale,
No.
does that review go up?
Well,
No, nobody goes back and re-review stuff.
Should Biomutant get a re-review since
Exactly,
it's on PS5
right?
officially? Should it get a higher score?
$40
Because
now.
no. Should it get a more? No. So my whole thing is, and I look at it, I agree with that. No, if you gave that bitch a fucking 9 when it came out, and now you're like, oh well, shit, they don't have the multiplayer, so that took a big portion of it. I can see you saying,
Yeah,
well, they took
I
multiplayer.
see that
I
effect
can
of
understand
you.
a score drop, but when you're talking about, I just reviewed it lower because of the price.
Yeah.
Or I heard one review, stupid as fuck, like, oh, the game is dated for what I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. It's dated. I still haven't seen anything on PC, on Switch, yet alone Xbox that even does what this fucking game does.
Exactly. That's the point. There's nobody else doing this stuff. Like it's like, hey, what are you comparing this as? The same old game. What are you comparing it to?
There's a balance
itself.
There's a balancing act, Jazz. I think you have to play as somebody who I know there's a balancing act for me that I have to look at as a gamer. I know my primary place to play is PlayStation, right? But I know when I see something I think is egregious for me as a gamer, even though I'm investing my money in the PlayStation ecosystem, I can say, I'm going to wait on this one.
Yeah, wait.
I do it all the time. I'm going to wait on this one because I got The Last of Us coming out. I'm sorry, I got God of War Ragnarok coming out. That's something I fucking definitely pay $70 for. Even though I do kind of think in my heart of hearts that The Last of Us is still a PS4 and getting a PS5 kind of polish on it, kind of like some of these other games. But what I'll say is it's something that's brand new. The Last of Us has been there, done it twice. It's like it did a GTA. It did a GTA 5. It's like
GTA 5 did nothing, dude. No. GTA 5.
Guess what, Jazz? It fucking came out on the PS5 version.
Well, yeah, but that GTA 5, that PS5 version of GTA was goddamn. That was garbage. That was just an up-res. And even I'm going to tell you too, the Ghost of Tsushima PS5 version wasn't even what Last of Us did either.
It wasn't major.
No,
it wasn't major. Like
it wasn't what Last of Us was either.
I heard somebody say this, right? And I thought about it, but I never said it, and I definitely agree with what they said. We're not going to drastically see, as far as PlayStation 5, and even I'm going to put Series X in there. We're not going to see anything drastic for at least another year and a half to 2 years. And the reason why is,
but I thought Horizon though was drastic, man. I
I mean, what I mean by drastic, I mean where we're seeing shit where we're like, yo, because a lot of games are cross generation. So God of War is a cross generation game. So my mind frame of thinking, seeing God of War is it's going to look a little bit. It's going to be a PS4 Pro version, a Pro version.
I don't know.
So
we got to see more. I don't know.
Here's my thing.
Because I saw Horizon, dude, and Horizon broke the mold of like what Crush Gen is.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, it's going to be the 60 frames, dynamic or native 4K, on PS5. It's going to be good. But is it really a PS5 version? Look at Ratchet and Clank.
Tell you about Pentiment.
Could Ratchet and Clank, with everything Ratchet and Clank is doing, could that have been on the PS4 the way it is now? No, it couldn't have.
Well,
that game could not have ran.
Like, the thing is that Horizon Forbidden West really showed what a next gen game could look like and what it can do. Like I think I know it's a crush gen game, so it's incredible to think what's going to happen when they do only a PS5 game. But I think that PlayStation definitely, with the games that they've been doing, have really shown, that there's some capabilities of the PS5.
Well, let me ask you a question, Jazz.
Yeah, I don't like what.
Here's a good question for you, because I know we're talking about Last of Us. So, number one sells in the UK. Do I disagree with that? No. It's a good game's a good game. What if the faction comes out and it's $69? It's the only faction is $69, and
I don't know. I gotta see it. Whether it's cost.
I guess yes, but
like they said, there's going to be a campaign in there. Like I don't know.
I guess we're gonna have to see what happens. But
yeah, we gotta see it. We can't just. See, you're falling into the trap. You're falling into the trap of the goddamn Twitter people. Like, as soon as something's $70, you have to proceed with caution, and that's wrong.
No. What I'm saying is this: they took a very important part of the game, and they're saying they're making their own standalone. So the expectations now, in my mind, is like I should have high expectations, right? I should, because I'm holy shit.
But we gotta see it though.
Because you're creating something that's new. So my expectations are high. So. And when they come out the gate, it should come out swinging, and people should have high expectations for the factions mode. But my problem is, I'm afraid because I'm like, oh shit, I have these high expectations, and they get that shit, and it's like it comes out like fucking infinite. I'm like, holy shit.
I don't know, man. They'll keep Jay with
the last 5 years.
Yeah, no, you're talking about Halo there. Holy crap. Keith J with the 2, he goes, when we see games like the Matrix demo, we're there. That Matrix demo was pretty damn impressive. I couldn't believe really when you could walk around and stuff like that. But I agree. Yeah, you're right.
It was interesting.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Like, I agree. Like, but I have to say, like, Horizon looked absolutely incredible. And I think God of War is going to look insane too. Like, I think they're really being real cautious with that gameplay though. I'm surprised they haven't done a full blown out breakdown.
Hey, Jess, my fear once again is and everybody's kind of said it, and I said it way before Dreamcast guy and all these other guys.
Oh, Jesus.
I've said that you don't want that aggressive and kind of, and you said it even too. You don't want aggressive and cocky PlayStation back from that PS3 era. I don't think it could be that. But the thing was,
Frog, they were a cocky PS. But wait a second, they were a cocky PS3 with goddamn giant enemy crabs, and coming in with a console at $600 with SD memory card sticks and stuff that made no sense.
They were a cocky PlayStation
with nothing.
They still outsold Xbox. So
I know, but like Sony being cocky back then, because I remember like they were cocky, but they were cocky with nothing, man. They had giant enemy crabs, and they were a joke, and they didn't have the games. And their Killzone 2 demo was like, was it CGI? Was it not? Like they really were doing smoke and mirrors. They really didn't have a leg to stand on when they launched the PS3. Ridge Racer, and like get another job. Like
remember this Ridge Racer?
Yeah, like it was like Ridge Racer. What the So like really. They were cocky with like, we could charge whatever we want and we got nothing. Actually, if you want to talk about cockiness, I think charging $15 for a subscription service with no first-party games coming in the whole year, I think that's cocky.
That's cocky.
I think you should give everybody a discount because you promised first-party day one games and you've gone a whole year without it and given us Pentiment. Yeah. Like, I think that's cocky Xbox. I think they're like, yo, we can make $100 refrigerator and sell it at Target because these dudes will buy anything. I think that's cocky.
I don't think the price hike in other countries is cocky. I think it's business.
That is what it. Yeah,
that's business. That's business.
But Frog, I always say it. They want that E3 moment. So as soon as something happens where Sony charges more or Sony does something else, they're gonna go to cocky PlayStation because they think that cocky PlayStation will bring Xbox back, and it won't.
I don't care
because Xbox has to bring the games.
I'll make that clear. I've said it before. I don't care if games are $69 because I understand.
Don't let that Twitter shit get you.
I understand. No, what I understand, but what I'm saying is, you gotta price your game as it is certain. Like when I look at The Last of Us Part 1 remake, I definitely don't think that game should have launched this. That's a game when I look at it, I'm like, this shouldn't have launched it on $69.
Well, we know what it was for, but you know what Sergeant says here? Cocky is running around on Twitter with crash profile pics. Yeah, exactly.
Who the hell is that?
Aaron Greenberg? Oh, I mean, a VP Aaron Greenberg. I don't even have that on the list, but did you see that? Dudes are winning.
Wait. They don't have Activision in the bag yet. It's not done.
Dude, as soon as didn't you remember in January, he put himself with the X and Crash Bandicoot?
Look,
in January.
I'm going to say the biggest L that can happen is for this deal not to go through.
Oh, it'd be the
biggest L. And I'm not saying it's not going to go through because I do think it's going to go through, but man, I still think they have some hurdles to get over.
Yeah, and actually, Aaron Greenberg got promoted to. He went. Yeah, I'm going to show this. This is not on the grinds list, but like, this is
he's Glory Hole stall number 2.
Oh shit! They moved him up. They moved him up one. He was on the end.
Shit.
They put him right in the middle. They put him on. He was on the end. They moved him up.
They're like first off on the left, not the second. First off on the left, you don't have to go to the second anymore.
Greenberg moved up in the world. He's like, yo, yeah. So like, he went from promoted from general manager of Xbox Games Marketing to vice president of Xbox Games Marketing.
Shit, I didn't know that. What has he been doing to get promoted?
I don't know. I guess the refrigerator. I don't know.
Is this one of these things where we're just giving out awards? We're just like, you know what? We're just happy you're here.
Dude, Phil Spencer won awards. Phil Spencer won awards for what?
For what? For what? What has he done?
But like, for what? And now Aaron Greenberg got promoted to vice president for marketing. Nonetheless,
the crazy thing is, it's like I think in the gaming space, it's like when you speak your opinion about something, everybody wants you to kind of align with theirs, and it's like I don't have to align my opinions with other people when I say, like, for instance, like, hey, I think Last of Us is overpriced, Halo's a dud, and da da da. Because one minute I'm a fanboy of Xbox. Next minute I'm a fanboy of PlayStation. The fact of the matter is, I like games. I primarily
and he's showing his fingernails. Oh no!
I don't fucking get why people can't call this shit out when they see it if they think it's egregious and not get fucking penalized for it.
Yeah, Frog, he's showing his fingernails.
Oh shit!
He got his fingernails, dude. So he got promoted.
Number one customer.
Oh shit! Wait, $5 from Keith J. He goes, "We understand about Xbox, Jez, but we don't want Sony going that route." Just like Kismuth said, if Sony hooks up, it's a wrap for gaming as we know it. I got you. Keith, I got you. We don't want Sony going the route of Xbox in the sense of cheap ass gaming.
Gaming would die.
I don't want Sony to go the route of devaluing games or making games like accessible by reducing the quality of them. I don't want them to go that route. But the thing is that we don't. Sony has to
game out there,
and they're not going that route.
10 years ago, take things away from it and say, "Hey, fuckers, buy it." Like I don't want them to get too egregious with some of the things they do.
I got you, like overpricing stuff.
What I'm saying?
But
you gotta be able to read the
narrative, but Frog. The narrative is not coming.
Right, the Last of Us is fucking doing well.
And the narrative of and people just like, 70, I'm not gonna buy it, like, and just being like that. But the whole narrative of this is arrogant Sony. They could do whatever they want. They charge you $100 and throw it in a cardboard box. This whole narrative of arrogance is coming from
it's coming mostly from people. It's coming from mostly people who won't buy the game.
Exactly.
Never played the game.
Where it's coming from because they want
it's coming
that
from PC.
moment.
Hold on, or it's coming from PC fans who are just like, we should have got on PC day and
Oh,
like,
yeah, so they could go
I see a
on Pirate Bay
lot
and
of
get
fucking
it.
PC guys that don't fucking care about this game other than the benchmark.
Well, there's a lot of people that have opinions. Who even knows what it is? But
those are weird guys.
Yeah. So Aaron Greenberg got promoted for I don't know what. So Phil is winning awards and he's the CEO of gaming. Aaron Greenberg is VP now.
Yo, cocksucking.
It's called clout chasing. Exactly, Twisted. And so they're getting promoted with again no games. Like I don't know, no marketing. Halo is FIRE343 was trending all over the weekend, and Aaron Greenberg happened to get promoted to VP that weekend. I don't know.
You know why? You know why he got promoted?
What?
3 words: rooftop parties.
Rooftop parties. He threw the best rooftop parties.
No shit.
There are fucking rooftop parties going on. I've seen rooftop parties with so many people in the community.
Oh,
I won't say their
man,
fucking name, but we know who these rooftop parties are happening
Rooftop
with.
party. I can't. You know, I'm not gonna mention it, but dude, like, it's having like what the dude? What is going on, man? Like, I'm like,
fucking
that's the access,
parties.
dude. That's the access where they slip you that Phil Ness roofie. You gotta watch it, man. They get you sit down. Let's sit down for lunch, and
dude,
they
some of these guys
like
they don't need the roof for feeling this man suck his dick.
Listen, how can you sit there and look at the dude with that made the Xbox and talk 12 teraflops and break bread with this person and not look at his face and go
and tell him the truth?
Where are the 12 teraflops, dude? Where are the games? Like, how can you not just be like take a picture of me yelling at this guy? I'm like, you're sitting there with this person and eating and stuff. How can you just look at them and go, you lied? Like, where are the
Pentiment's coming there day one.
Pentiment. I flew out.
When we buy Activision Call of Duty's there day one. Don't worry about it, guys.
I don't like. What do you talk to these executives about when you go to PAX and you're seeing them, and not only you're just like hanging out and taking a picture with them, but like you're eating with them one-on-one.
Yes.
How are you not like looking at them going like
eating with them? You're not literally eating with them. You're in that bathroom sucking them off that glory hole, and that's what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, so
that's what I believe these guys are doing. These guys are fucking going to these fucking rooftop parties, second off from the left, sucking their fucking glory holes off, instead of telling the truth. And it's going to hurt the industry.
Yeah, so
it's going to hurt the industry.
I don't know. No, I don't know what you sit there with.
I gotta calm down.
I don't know how you're sitting there with that, like just look and go like I understand you be respectful, like you're not gonna be like, but I don't understand how you can have a straight face and go like, dude, you did all these things, you said all this stuff, and then you're like, well, hey, man, that's just my department, dude. You know, like I did my 12 teraflops. It's up to them now
watch
to put
Phil
the games.
Spencer interviews and watch people who don't really want to interview that guy. They floats around the question.
Yeah, like they don't.
Yo, what up, guys?
Yo, what's up, Link? It's up, man.
I'm on fire tonight.
Frog's going crazy, man.
Yo,
it's a family show. It's a family show. The kids.
I'm sorry.
What's the topic?
We're talking about just like going
to fucking rooftop parties.
Rooftop parties.
Who?
I'm talking about Aaron Greenberg getting promoted to VP.
How the fuck did he get promoted?
On the weekend that FIRE343 was trending.
Wait, so what was he before?
He was a general manager.
He was second off from the left.
And
That's what
he was now vice president. He went from GM to vice president.
Uh-oh. He got a promotion, boy. You don't got to do shit over there at Microsoft. Get a promotion,
dude. You don't have to release games.
Fuck that.
You don't have to do You don't have to do anything. You have to release. Phil won awards, man. He was doing speeches with the freaking the Jeff Keighley's or what the hell he got.
I get fired working over there. They be like, this
I don't understand, dude.
He wants to get consumers good shit. Fuck him.
I guess they're doing well. Like I don't know, man, but they're reaming in the goddamn promotions and stuff. So like I don't know, man. Yeah, look, he was Jesus. He was a GM though. What? Wow. Dude, he was a GM for Xbox game marketing from 2014. He needed a promotion. He was 8 years in the job. Dude.
So he was a gooch muncher for that whole time, and all of a sudden he's fucking
You're wrong for
you see what
that.
I'm saying?
Oh my god!
You were wrong for
He's
that,
a
man.
gooch muncher.
Put this thing away. This is not worth it.
Dude, he was in that position for 8 years. He was due for 8. Holy shit!
He deserved to be there for 8 years.
Wow. Dude, that's crazy. He's been working at Microsoft for 24 years. Well, his last promotion, he went, Chief of Staff, Office of the President. I don't know what the hell that is. He was from 2010 to 2014, 3 years, and then went to General Manager of Xbox Game Marketing since 2014 and has been there for 8 years. Oof.
God
What
damn.
has he done? He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I can
Dude,
tell you what
he did. I always saw him hyping up that Xbox fridge.
Console
fucking
war and
wanna know.
hyping up.
Wow.
Wearing onesies and shit.
Dude, he was due,
fucking
man.
refrigerators and shit.
He was due.
This motherfucker's Crazy Eddie. His fucking prices are insane. Fucking running around selling refrigerators and shit. Fucking Crazy Eddie.
Crazy Eddie.
I know you know who Crazy Eddie is.
I
Jan.
know Crazy Eddie.
Yeah, you know the fuck. If you're from the East Coast and you're from up
Crazy
in that region,
Eddie.
you know who the fuck Crazy. His prices are insane.
He was Crazy Eddie.
Fucking Crazy Eddie.
Holy shit.
This
So anyway,
motherfucker,
the
man.
Call of Duty letter, no, that was the topic that was supposed to do. The Call of
I'm
Duty
sorry, I
letter,
derailed
Phil
this
Spencer
shit, sorry.
signed the letter to Jim Ryan in January going like, we're going to make these exclusive. Remember he tweeted that out back in
Right,
the...
he did. Yeah, I remember
he
that
did.
bullshit.
I wiped an ass at that letter. But yeah, so he
I wouldn't
apparently...
trust him.
This whole Call of Duty exclusive,
Shit.
like, listen, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. And like I said, if shit goes awry and their Game Pass is drying up and Greenberg's going to get demoted again and shit's going away, dude, they will basically use Call of Duty to their leverage. They'll put the campaign in there.
Yes.
They will
Yes.
like maybe like not update.
Agreed.
They'll do updates to their version and not. They're gonna pull some finesse, definitely. They're gonna do something.
Jazz, you say it all the time. They're gonna fucking let it burn. Fuck
Yeah, or they're gonna take their game ball and go home. But the thing is like I think
you know what? They might do that too.
yeah, they're gonna like if I'm telling you, if Satya comes roaring down and going, yo, Phil,
we can't win. Nobody can.
Dude,
Fuck it.
yeah, like Phil, like what's and that's the thing. They and what they've done to the franchises that they have acquired
Loser mentality.
have not really done a great job with the franchises they acquired and really like made them blow up. Like Banjo-Kazooie, dude, like drown that thing. Conquer
dead.
done.
Fucking
Perfect
dead.
Dark drove that into the ground. Who the hell knows? We'll talk about that next. But like these acquisitions were back when they gave a shit about games and they still couldn't get those franchises off the ground.
Exactly.
Now they don't care about games at all because they don't release them. And look what they've done to Halo. If they let Halo just go out in a corner and die like goddamn Old Yeller, then what are they going to do to Call of Duty? It's already on the downswing.
Fuck.
It's already on its downswing. Like, you know what I mean? All you need is a game to come out that, you know, hits on all cylinders, and Call of Duty, and you want to kill it off slowly, you leave it on PlayStation. You want to cut it off at the head like a snake, you just put it on Xbox, because guess
These
what?
motherfuckers don't care.
Nobody's going over there and dealing with that Xbox. When you got game after game dropping on one platform, nobody's going to leave that and go to Xbox. Maybe they'll buy an Xbox and play Call of Duty just on it, but nobody's going to leave platforms entirely
Game after
to go
game
there.
that's selling on said platform. That's the key word. Outselling everybody's shit on.
They want me to ask you about the John Tar edition, Frog.
Oh shit! I forgot about that shit. The
John
fucking
Tar.
John Tar edition. I'm getting that shit pretty soon.
The John Tar edition.
Fucking John Tar. Holy shit!
That was GameStop telling Frog they were trying to sell him the
Fucking
John
GameStop.
Tar edition of God of War.
John Tar edition of God of War. You can get this John Tar edition. Then some fucking cocksucker
Jesus.
from fucking GameStop tries to fucking tell me, do I want a job there? Because, you know, yeah,
What?
fuck you, GameStop.
They wanted to hire you?
Oh, because I fucking tagged GameStop in there and the fucking GameStop guy got smart with me. Well, you know, our employees, like, fuck you.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Dude, there's some
Holy
cock sucking
Spirit,
going on.
activate.
Tell you,
Holy
There's some
Spirit,
cock sucking going on.
activate.
bro, it's bad.
Activate.
Yo, Frogberry about to kick the door down. GameStop. Holy crap.
Fuck GameStop.
Jesus.
They can go suck two
But
fucking
anyway,
cocks.
Call of Duty, we'll talk about that when that thing happens. We got to wait for this deal. But I tell you, if this deal falls through, it'll be the biggest L. It'll be, I think we officially call it the L box because this would be the biggest waste of time.
Yes.
The officially wasted of a whole year. If this thing better go through.
Conversation about nothing.
Yeah. This thing better go through. For
If it
heaven's
doesn't
sake.
go through, holy shit.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm not saying this for no fanboy bullshit.
If this,
but I'm gonna tell you, if this shit doesn't go through, which I think it will, but if something happens doesn't go through, all those fucking
What don't go
assholes,
through?
this
You talking
Activision
about
deal,
this
Activision deal.
I think it's going through. But if
It gotta go through.
If something fucking ties it up and it doesn't go through, all these motherfuckers who really don't fucking play Call of Duty and there's champions for it because it's gonna be on Xbox,
man.
go suck a fucking dick and see me in the game when it comes out. Because I don't understand. A lot of these guys don't even fucking play Call of Duty. They don't even admit it. They just want it for fucking conversation point. Because they want to cock suck fucking Xbox off.
Jesus, wrong.
It's true.
I'm sorry. It's one of the three C's. It's one of the three C's.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
You're my number one customer.
Look at that thing, all
It's
the
one of
worst.
the
I think this is a freaking porno with the frogs. Good.
Look, my whole thing is, I the three C's. Phil Spencer himself
He did say the three C's. He did say. Well, let me get this super chat here. Cool your tongues. He goes, Keith J goes, do you guys honestly think games like Avowed, Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark are going to be any good? Phil believes the console will sell itself without games.
I don't
Keith J?
think Perfect Dark gonna be shit.
Perfect Dark is going to be shit.
I think Avowed is actually going to do okay. I think Starfield is going to do okay. I think they're going to do okay because if you just looked at, dude, I guarantee you. Remember, I said it. I called it. God of War is as good as I think that game is going to be. It's going to have a fucking uphill battle and fight because you have a lot of people who don't want to see the king on top. They're just like, yo, we'll do anything to say it's a bad game.
But that's the media can only do so much, dude. If it's a great game,
media, yeah. What do you want to bet that God of War? Somebody on the media side.
Stevia, two sugars.
Stevia's gonna give it a 6. They're gonna
say like, no, not much of an upgrade from the previous call of God of War.
Exactly.
But that doesn't. But again, Frog, that does not make Avowed better. That does not make Starfield better. See, that's the problem that everybody has. They think that Sony games doing bad makes Avowed better. Avowed is going to be measured on itself. And you know what the problem is that Avowed, how's that any different than Elder Scrolls? How's that any different than Oblivion? Like, how's that, Obsidian, Oblivion. Like, how is that going to differentiate itself from those games? A one-arm with magic and one-arm with a weapon? How's people going to be like, yo, dude, this is Skyrim. Like, this is Skyrim, dude.
fucking one-arm bandit and shit.
Like, seriously, like what is Avowed going to do differently? Is it going to be a 10-hour epic quest of like that looks like a bootleg version of goddamn Elder Scrolls? Like, we don't know. That's why those games, no matter what God of War is, those games, I think the only game that I think will probably be good out of them is Hellblade 2. I'm hoping. Because Hellblade 1, but again, it's not the help. The problem with Hellblade 2, I feel, is that it's not going to be what people wanted from after you played Hellblade. After you played Hellblade, you want Hellblade 2 to be bigger, just like how God of War is going to be bigger and bigger than the first one. You wanted Hellblade 2 now with Microsoft money, behind it, that it is going to get the kind of like, it has that Microsoft money. Ching ching behind it.
Shit, ching ching.
Yeah. And you think like, wow, so with no money and budgets, they only had an 8-hour game that looked incredible. But now with Microsoft money, Hellblade 2 is going to be this huge, like, it's going to stand to what God of War is going to be. It's going to be our God of War. And I think that's the problem, because I think a lot of people are looking at Hellblade 2 thinking that it's going to be their God of War. And I from what Booty said back in the day, Hellblade 2 is probably going to be just like Hellblade 1, just You know, it's not going to be open
In our
world
experience.
with horseback riding and amazing explorations and stuff. It's going to be probably a 6 to 8 hour game, maybe 10 hours, and
Maybe
it's
10
just,
hours. Yep, I'm guessing 10.
It's going to be that. It's not going to be this 40 or 30 hour side mission and all this stuff. Maybe there'll have some elements in it, but not from what he spoke about. He just said,
Nope.
you know, the whole reason why they bought Ninja Theory was to get small, snackable, you know, games that look AAA.
Oh, shit.
No, he didn't say
Fucking
snackable, but, you know, he said, we're going to try to get as AAA as we can get, but on a smaller scope. That's exactly what he said to Game Informer.
Well, Jez, that's not AAA then. I mean,
No, it's
shit.
not. It's not AAA.
It's not AAA then. I mean,
what
that
topic
stuff
are we
is
on,
totally
Billy?
different.
Where we were answering the super chat about like what games from Microsoft of the ones listed from Keith, you know, will have the potential. And I don't know. And the problem is that all we have are title screens, dude, and a little bit of faked gameplay in engine and all that other stuff. You know, that's Microsoft's job to tell me why I should give a shit about Avowed or why I should care about it. But I can tell you right now, you know, one thing that I don't give a shit about and one thing that really just got dethroned is this whole Game Pass. Dude, do you see what's coming to Game Pass now? This is getting ridiculous.
They don't care.
Disney's Dreamlight Valley.
They don't fucking
League
care.
of
They
Super
don't care.
Pets. You
We're talking
suck.
about the best service on earth.
Dude, $15 a month. You suck at parking. Guess what? For all you sim fans out there, train Sim World 3. Why not?
Oh,
They love their
shit.
Sims.
I'm always going to be a fucking conductor.
Yeah. D's Spots game, I guess. Metal Hellsinger. I heard from Wooly that that's supposed to be good, but again, it's an indie game.
No, I did hear that was good. Yeah, I did hear that.
And then on PC, if you don't have an Xbox, these two don't matter. But Opus Magnum, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I don't know. And Ashes of Singularity Escalation on PC. So there you go. That's your Game Pass. And then last month, was it even better? Let's see. Last month they had Coffee Talk, Commandos 3, HD
shit.
Remaster,
I've always
Immortal
wanted to play
Phoenix
that.
Listen.
Rising,
Listen to these names of these fucking bullshit
Midnight
ass games.
Fight Express, Immortality. That's the one with the girl, that's the video watching
Fucking
game with the girl having
trash-ass
sex on the
game.
guy.
Shit.
Tiny Kin, Opus Echo of Stars,
This
and
shit is crazy.
Exapunks. What the?
Fucking-
So
That's
those
why
are
I got
all, that's the
rejoined
last
here,
2
that's
months
true.
on that $15 service.
What
Let
the
me
fuck are
read
we
you
doing here?
PlayStation service, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Unity, Saints Row 4, Stray, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Integrate, and Avengers Marvel. And then, and that's just what they showed. And then this month, it's Watch Dogs 2, Chicory, Assassin's Creed Origins, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Deathloop, and Moto Supercross 5.
I'm playing Chicory, and that shit is amazing.
Dude, like those roll off the tongue
just
so
saying,
much
like-
easier. Like those roll
I'm
off
just
the
saying,
tongue.
like, there's
You're
no
my number
comparison.
one customer.
We've already said this. You don't want Sony to compete with you in that area. I don't want them as a consumer because I don't want them fucking my games.
Link Frog, how old is PlayStation Plus, the subscription service? Was it 3 months? 2?
3 months. No, yeah, 3 months. No, wait. Is it 3? I think it's going on 3 now.
How
no,
are
2
we
months.
like?
I think.
How Game Pass has been out since 2017? What happened? How the hell is Sony putting like? And again, I'm not saying that all these games are bangers, but Jesus, at least it's games that we know about. It's a different tier of games than what they're putting in Game Pass. Game Pass is looking like Game Pass with gold. This is
Dude,
looking like
man.
Game Pass with gold. You get a little, maybe a good indie game in here. What the hell is all this other shit?
When they put EA games in there, I already knew it was going to be bad.
Yo, you suck at parking. Is that like one of those touch games where you try to park a car?
I don't fucking know. But that's
Holy
bad.
shit.
That's bad. Shit, where's
Supermarket Simulator. Gio knows that it's okay to date my little sister.
When is Deathloop coming to Xbox? When is fucking?
Nah, they don't know.
Hey, because these are highly regarded games that fucking
They bought them. I have
Deathloop
no
is a
clue,
game.
dude.
It's a game of the year contender, and fucking Ghost and what's that game? Ghostwire Tokyo, game of the year contender. I'm like, okay, well.
Dude, I don't know what it's doing, but like I don't know how a service that's been the best value in gaming and promoted by everybody for the last 5 years is falling flat on its face now. They got 3 platforms that they need to entertain: cloud, console, and PC. And
There's something going on.
how the
over
hell
there,
is
Jeff.
Sony able to put games in the service that, guess what? Games in Sony's service, some of them have never even been in Game Pass.
Yep. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on, but nobody's bringing this up, dude. Nobody is bringing up, like,
Phil Spencer said
look
something
at
that
this stuff.
I think that we need to pay attention to. And I don't know if you mentioned that last time we talked. Phil Spencer did talk about how he sees us going to a future
You're my
where
number one customer.
There will be no more exclusivity of anything.
Oh yeah, when he said that horse shit.
I think he's right. I think he's right, because I think when Xbox leaves, all that shit comes to PlayStation. Yeah, I think he knows.
Keith J says, Keith J, thank you for the 2. He goes, Phil says, let third parties show you the 12 teraflops. Exactly, Keith. That's the problem.
Shit.
Third party's not going to show them the 12 teraflops. They need to show it.
Oh no.
And they, just like they need to show why Game Pass works. Like the thing is look at this. Like, you're telling me, and I'm going to read Twisted Sync super chat next, but about Starfield, like, think about if Starfield and Redfall dropped this year and you got the rest of this horse shit that's been in Game Pass. Like, really? Do they really think that Redfall and Starfield would have carried Game Pass?
Would have saved the day? No.
And look at the stuff that they got in Game Pass. Dude, this is the last 2 months. Like, I'm not saying that these are all horrible games, but man, these are a different level of games than what Sony's putting in their service for the same price.
And it's not the fact that they're horrible games, that they have no
it's small little stuff. Like, where are their big deals, dude?
Right.
Where is the third party?
Listen, guys. I don't know if you guys. I'm trying to interrupt you, but
no, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Look at what the Callisto Protocol developer said.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got that.
Thank you.
They don't want to put their game in Game Pass. They don't feel like
where is that?
There's a reason why, though.
They don't feel like that's the right place to put their game. They don't feel like a big, they don't feel like a single player story driven game would do well in Game Pass.
Yep.
And they're right.
Obviously, whatever Microsoft approached them with wasn't
what
they thought was worth it.
Know what, Link? On top of that, so the Callisto Protocol dev came out and said that, and I talked about this on the last show, was that Game Pass is a difficult financial model for Callisto Protocol. That's a dev saying that, right? Now, what's crazy is that Thomas Puna, who's this, says, indeed it is. Xbox Game Pass, a difficult financial model for Callisto Protocol. He commented, indeed it is. And you're like, who's this Thomas guy? Click on his name. He's the communications director at Remedy. What?
Oh.
Like, people come out of the goddamn woodwork to say Game Pass. Like, I agree. He goes, indeed it is. Commenting on the Callisto Protocol comment. So why is the community manager, the communications director at Remedy, talking shit about Game Pass, dude? Nobody likes Game Pass, dude. You can talk about all you want. The internet, the community right now, it's good for some dudes, but it's not great for everybody. And this whole, like, it satisfies everybody mantra that's coming from the check marks, it's all wrong. It's all wrong, because guess what? Everybody wants flexibility on how to release their games. You know, what's funny is I was listening to some podcast, and they were going like, single player games work. Just look how great Guardians of the Galaxy was doing in Game Pass. And I would say, hold the goddamn phone, bitch. Guardians of the Galaxy went to Game Pass way after it launched in the holiday, like 6 months later. It went to Game Pass when it was dried up in sales, dude. That wasn't day one in Game Pass, so your argument holds no value. It's the other Xbox podcast that's on Tuesday nights. That's what I'll let you know. Hint, hint.
Shit.
Telling me that Guardians of the Galaxy was proof that first single-player games do well in Game Pass. Dude, it was single-player dried up after the holiday. That's not the same thing of dropping a day one goddamn single-player game in a subscription service that has high production values like a Callisto Protocol, like, I guess, a game that Remedy makes. But the thing is that those games, because it doesn't make sense. Why would you spend all this money in a game to put it in a service and have people beat it over the weekend? and you don't get your
Right.
$60 for it or
Thank you.
$70. Like,
Thank you.
who the hell's gonna do that? No, you're gonna put some bootleg bullshit like goddamn Train Simulator launching directly in Game Pass, so everybody could go, yeah, I gotta fuck with trains for a weekend. Here's $15. That's where that shit goes. Nobody's
I
taking
fucking love
Callisto
trains.
Protocol. Yeah, I'll fuck with trains.
I wanna
I'll
be a
play with
fucking
Thomas
pilot.
the Train, goddamn it.
I want to be
And
a pilot.
Perry and shit. I'll play with those guys. Percy and goddamn Thomas the Train for the weekend. Why not? It's in Game Pass.
I
I'm
wanna
sorry,
go
but
to the
I
Danger
saw
Zone.
Kid Smooth playing Grid Legends. I'm like, when the fuck did that game come out? That's what Game Pass does to you. Grid Legends, you're playing. Holy shit.
Everybody wants to go to the Danger Zone. Paris said it itself.
Yeah, everybody wants to go to the Danger Zone. But like, dude,
Fucking
like
danger.
this is, but like, you know what? That's what happens, dude, when you're in Game Pass. Like, you're talking about launching Day 1 in Game Pass, and all the big third-party publishers are coming out going, no, we're not in Game Pass. That's a PR problem. Aaron Greenberg, Mr. Vice President, do something, you know? Do your job, dude, because their internet is not really, the game devs should be all on Game Pass's ass, but nobody is. And when you look at the shit that Sony's getting in their service, it's like imagine if Deathloop was coming to Game Pass this month.
That's a big deal. That'd be a big deal.
Dude, it's like a fly on booty's ass is coming to the PlayStation. It's like, oh yeah, whatever, okay. Because that game, I wouldn't say that game I did not like. That game can keep its ass over wherever the hell it is. But like, if any of these games came to Game Pass, all you would hear about is Game Pass is great. You'll hear Paris with his great value. Jesus, if Stray, which we all played in, I played and beat, like, you know, great, like Day 1 release, great, you know? If this game was coming to Game Pass, holy
Fucking
crap.
roller, what is it called? Rollerdrome? Shit,
Rollerdrome.
like that. Yeah, everybody be like, oh shit, we're getting quality.
But even
now
Stray
we're getting
did.
quality.
Dude, Stray did go to Game Pass, go to PlayStation Plus Day 1. If that was a Day 1 game, and like that's it, people played it and did whatever with it. But like the hype for Game Pass is not warranted because the main culprit a Game Pass needs to be is their first party games, or get some big third party games like that have shock value, like a Callisto Protocol. Pay that money. But you want to know what's interesting is that they are not in that business anymore. You notice ever since they did the Bethesda deal, the Activision deal, guess what dried up? Them getting big third-party games in Game Pass. Like, they were trying to get that. They got, what was that? Not Day 1, but they got, what was it? The, what is it? The Capcom game. They got, what the hell was it? Like a few months later, like 3 months later, they got, Devil May Cry 5.
You're talking about Devil May Cry 5. They also got Monster Hunter for a bit.
Yeah.
But do you think that, and I ask you and I'm going to ask you and Link this question because it's a question I've been thinking about. Do you think that the reason they can't get these games in there is because like there's not a lot of games I would say are stream worth quality games in Game Pass? And do you think that's the developers know like, hey, people are gonna get this game and they're gonna fucking stream it? Like Stray came out on PlayStation Plus and fucking everybody's streaming this fucking game. And I'm like, oh shit. But I don't really see a lot of people say, oh, this game comes to Game Pass and they're fucking, what game in Game Pass is really streamed like that? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know,
do you think
man.
like stream-worthy
games,
like, because I think that does matter.
The accessibility of it would make it a big streaming phenomenon, and it doesn't. And you know, Twisted Sync says, with the 5 thanks, Twisted, he goes, you say Starfield is going to be okay, but remember, a mass exodus happened with Fallout 76. All those new hires have to learn to code for that hell engine. Dude, I
forgot.
Twisted, that's a great point. And you want to know what else?
I never thought about that.
And you want to know what else? Facts that.
Twisted.
And the facts is that Starfield has yet to be shown anymore ever since that little snippet that you saw at whatever that E3 smuggling grapes with Jeff Keighley is. That is indication that game is not ready.
Grape smuggler.
That smuggler. Like that's indication that Starfield's not for the size of the game that game is supposed to be, and it's supposed to be releasing quote unquote the first half of next year. Well, we are now approaching September and October, and the last time we heard more talk about Starfield than the 2 minutes of video that they shown, and it was
it was a highlight reel, and it didn't look good. And that's why Starfield hype has yet to continue after that showpiece. Then they're like, we're going to Gamescom. No show. We're going to Tokyo. No show. Like, they have not shown any more Starfield ever. And what they've shown is just recaps of what they've shown there. That's indication that that game is not going to be ready. I don't even think that game's going to come out the first half. I think Redfall got a little bit more show at Gamescom, and I think Redfall's probably slated for March. Forza's probably going to be summer, and I bet you that,
damn,
I think Starfield will probably come out after summer.
So you don't think there's any winter game? They're not going to have any fall games?
I think Starfield will be their fall game. I think Starfield's going to be their fall game. Or what they might, and yeah, I think so. Like, I don't think Starfield's, I don't think they're going to have Forza Starfield. Or if Starfield gets pushed out before the summer, I don't.
But you don't think there's anything coming on the level of like a Spider-Man 2 next year?
From who?
From who?
From who?
We know every game that they're making.
What studio?
Exactly.
Yeah, what studio?
Hell no. Hell no.
Dude, we know. No, I'm going to tell you how this year's going to roll, right?
They don't got the talent to make that kind of game.
Dude, this year, yeah, we know every game. Shit. We know every game that they're making. Dude, like, we know every game that they're making. There's no Spider-Man. Like, all they need to do is show these games here. But I'm going to tell you right now, the way this is going to roll is that Activision deal is going to close probably around Thanksgiving, and they're going to hype up.
You think it's going to close this year?
I think I might close by the end of this year. But I'm going to tell you, whenever it closes, they're going to use the next month or so to hype up old ass Call of Duty games coming into Game Pass.
Yep. And it's going to close right before E3 next year. That's when I think.
Oh, yeah. But I think the way it's going to go is they're going to use that as a buffer, and then you might get Redfall coming in March. I think Forza probably may not hit until the summertime. Or they might swap and do Starfield.
So not even at wintertime, summertime. That's crazy.
Starfield comes out in the summertime, and Forza goes. I think one of them, Starfield or Forza, is going to get after E3. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, dude. If Starfield comes out in the first half of next year, when are they going to show? When they're going to do a breakdown of it? When, in January and February? I don't know. And they're going to do that with Redfall? I have no clue. That's a VP Greenberg needs to figure that shit out. But all I know is that they had plenty of opportunities to stop breaking down this game, and they have not used it at all and squandered it all away.
I think that they better not come out near, because if they come out near a game, because I always think about what the competition does, right? So we know Nintendo has a Zelda game coming next year. That's when they proposed. There's a rumor that, that we're getting a Metroid remaster for, I guess, all the Metroid Prime games, which that should have probably be $59, and nobody will say anything about it. And it is being 1080p with fucking Wiimote controls. And
you know what, man? If they do that shit, I might buy it. So
I mean, Metroid Prime is a good fucking game, though. It's a good fucking game.
Absolutely.
So what I'll say is, I don't think I think that if you're a safe betting person, I would bet to say that this shit, because E3 is back next year. That's the other thing. We were told that E3 is back, so we have to keep in consideration that they're gonna want to save some shit for E3. So, since E3 is supposedly back, I think that some of this shit comes out right before E3, and they talk about it again at E3 and fucking try to beat the dead horse, and then. I think Forza comes out maybe the end of next year because they don't have anything major, and I don't know if Spider-Man 2 is coming out next year, but I don't know.
Tomorrow's an anniversary. What's going on with Spider-Man? And also there's that PlayStation exclusive. Geo knows gaming saying about the Silent Hill thing. Yeah, I think that's official, from Konami. I think that's that, but I think it's a remake and stuff like that. But that makes a good point, Geo. The thing is that we don't know the Sony. Not only do they have their first party deals, but not only does Sony have their first party studios, Last of Us multiplayer and what's coming from everybody else, but then they get these second party deals like the Knights of the Old Republic, like what they did with Final Fantasy, and maybe the Silent Hill is another one, and that's the other layer that Microsoft just completely abandoned. This second party. Timed or whatever exclusive, even Deathloop, and Forspoken.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because their whole business model revolves around Game Pass.
Exactly. They're not into those deals.
So, yeah,
They're not
you don't
trying to
even need
push
to do that anymore.
consoles. They're not trying to push consoles. They're not trying to push Xbox Live. All they're trying to do is show quantity of games coming to a service. They're basically trying to sell you Chinese buffet. That's all they're trying to do. Is just saying, look at all this shit food for the low price of $10. Thinking that we're all college kids.
But go ahead. You know, it's cheap.
And you'll be shitting it out for the next week or so. Like, that's the whole point. It's like they are trying to just throw what they're trying, and all they're doing is, like I said, they're throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks. They're just throwing all this shit in, like sims. Give them train sim, give them ass sim, give them booty sim, like give them all the sim shit. Throw it all in Game Pass. You know, this thing won't stand on its own, but guess what? Throw it in Game Pass and let's see what takes off.
Well, Diz, you know there is one game I'm getting for Xbox at the end of this year, and you'll probably ask me why.
Is it? I think I know what it is. Is it Scorn?
It's only one. Nope. Fuck
no,
that.
nobody's getting Scorn.
Is it Pentiment?
Nope. It's only one game that I saw that I actually said, you know what, this interests me. I think it's going to eventually be a multi-plat, but since it's coming to Xbox, I'll just play it there. High on Life.
Well, that ain't no Xbox, but that's not an Xbox Studio game.
Right, but what I'm saying is this, I like Rick and
You
Morty
want
shit.
that stupid gun talking to you for the whole goddamn game?
Man, that should be on PlayStation in 3 months.
Dude, that's just coming out on PlayStation on Christmas Eve.
You know, here's the thing. You know why I'm getting it? Because I like that fucking crazy humor, like Conker's Bad Fur Day kind of shit, which they should have remade a new one. Microsoft has the ability to do this shit, but they're not. You're right. They're not going to do it because they're so focused on.
Dude, that gameplay did not look good. That looked kind of dull as shit.
I'm hoping by the time it comes out they can tweak it. But I like the humor. I'm hoping the game is fucking. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna do the $1 Game Pass thing and just fucking play through it. That's fucked up that I'm saying that because you gotta buy this shit. But at this point, I have no invested interest to keep purchasing shit for Xbox, and they don't want me because they punish the person who actually buys the full game. I've noticed that if you go in there, you buy a fucking game, they punish you. You get punished in a way.
That gameplay looked lame as hell, man. And that gun talking. I understand funny humor because I did like that the accounting, like that VR game with the accounting. That thing was whack.
Yeah, that game was
was whack.
The humor was interesting. That's what made it fun. The humor.
Yeah. So like I don't know. This game didn't look too. I didn't like the gunplay. It looked really lame. Key J with the 10. Thank you, Key J. He goes. Everything Phil has said since launch of these consoles has lowered my confidence in Xbox. Also, I'm tired of hearing people talk about acquisitions that aren't rendering me any new AAA experiences. Super chat of the evening. Yes. Yes. That's a grinder right there. There it is. The essence. Thank you. Yes. That's exactly what the essence is of this. Everything he said. And talking about acquisitions, and the whole point I'm saying, the second party deals that we were talking about, Sony didn't have to buy Bethesda to get games to you. Sony didn't have to buy Square Enix, maybe they did, to get the Final Fantasies, or at least Final Fantasy VII Remake, to you. Sony didn't have to buy Square Enix to get Forspoken, to you. Sony didn't have to buy Asobi, or whatever the hell they are, to get Knights of the Old Republic. Sony didn't have to buy Insomniac, not yet, to get Spider-Man exclusive, the first one. They didn't own Insomniac at the time. The point is that if the main reason is to bring great games to gamers, like Phil Spencer said his job was.
Games to our platform. Because in the end, I think the gamers play the games.
Of course they do.
They don't play the studios. They don't play the resolution numbers, right? They play the games, and we want to make sure the best games are there.
And then the infamous one that everybody likes. Yeah, Phil got the green light.
Turn 10 and how we started Forza. And they've turned into a great racing studio that does an amazing job. And I know it takes a little bit longer, and maybe people like the quick, hey, why don't you just go buy this studio and bring them in? And we're completely open to that. Microsoft has the money. I have the green light, so to speak, in your terms, to go and acquire studios. Again, I just think it's the goal for us is to bring the best games to the platform. And if a studio wants to maintain its independence but work with a first party, I think that's fine. And the game, I think it's great, actually. And I think our ability to partner with those people and bring the best games to our platform is as strong as it would be if they were owned by us.
Right. Well, I hope you're ready to back.
There you go. There's your follow-up to the essence, dude. He said everything there. I could bring games to them rather than being owned by us. The difference of owning them versus me just bringing a game to a platform, it's negligible. It's the same thing. They don't have to be owned by us. My job is to bring great games to the platform. And gamers don't play the studios. They don't play the resolution. They play the games. How is that the same person right now that's shooting Game Pass in your face? How's that the same person that says exclusives don't matter? It's not the same thing. Dude, that is all him.
Hey,
he
Phil
said that.
Phil is definitely shooting some of the Xbox fans' faces, not Game Pass.
Dude. Anyway, so talking about somebody else.
I came looking for booty.
We know what's coming. I heard. What? Wait, what's that in the distance? What? Wait. What? What? You hear it? Linky Frog, you hear something? It's getting closer.
Sounds like booty to me.
Oh, here he is!
Let me see you jump to get up, booty.
Hey!
Let me see you jump to get up, booty. Let me see you jump to get up, booty. Let me see you jump to get up, booty. Let me see you jump to get up, booty. Let me see you jump to get up, booty. No, jump.
Oh, yeah, you heard him. He's here. We found the booty. Booty, 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 booty.
I came looking for booty.
Oh, you found them. You found them. We got them. Booty's stinking up the place. Man, stink. Open up a window. Holy shit. Open up a fucking window. It stinks in here. Booty shit up the place. Well, Booty got 2 interviews. One for each ass cheek. He had 2 interviews. And he was spewing a lot of shit. Pun intended. Oh, shit. Pause. Anyway. The first thing that he blew out his ass was this thing. They caught him at PAX East. They got Booty. Let's grab some ass. Get him over here. Xbox's Matt Booty, 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 Booty dreams of having AI as QA testers. Oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Oh, my goodness. This is what this dude's talking about. 343 is face down, ass up in the streets. This guy's doing interviews at PAX talking about having AI QA test his shit-ass games. What? Listen. I know this is Phil's second favorite booty, but my goodness on here. This guy is saying at PAX West, they got him in the corner, and he says he asked AI researchers at Microsoft to come up with an AI that's able to replace a human when it comes to testing games. Oh, shit. Quote, you think about a game. One of the biggest differences between a game and something like a movie is that we're working on a movie. You come in and say, hey, it's ending. Tighten this up. Let's do this. But in a game, you can barely ready the ship. And the designers are like, I've got this one little feature. I'm going to change the color of this one thing. And then it blows up into now the first 10 minutes of the game doesn't work. So that testing aspect, every single time anything goes into a big game, the whole game has to be tested. Front to back, side to side, ass to ass. My dream says there's a lot going on with the AI and the machine learning right now. Oh, God. Machine learning. Oh, Jesus. When's the last time you heard that thing?
Hi, buddy.
Machine learning. Yeah, doesn't the Xbox 12 teraflops got machine learning?
Stop it!
Oh, okay, I guess not. Quote, and people are going to use AI to generate all new things. What I always say is when I bump into the AI folks, ask first, help me figure out how to use this AI bot to go test the game, talking about the new intern. He goes, because I would love to start up 10,000 instances of a game in the cloud. So there's 10,000 copies of the game running, deploy an AI bot, the intern, to spend all night testing that game, and then in the morning get a report, because that would be transformational. I always kind of laugh a little bit. People always say, the game shipped on Tuesday, but I hear we're fixing bugs on Saturday night. There's months of testing and things that have to happen before a game goes out. Thank God, that's enough of that horseshit. This is what this dude is saying at a goddamn game show. Holy shit. He runs the first party studios, and he's talking about we want machine learning AI bots to test games for us because it takes up too much time for the humans. I don't know what humans you got testing Halo, but you should fire them all and put 343 goddamn the bot in there to fix that shit. They want... Ryan says, I don't want AI crunch. Yeah, Jason's trying to be like, the AI is working too hard, it's overheating. They had to bring in coolant for them. I dream of great games, Matt Booty. I don't know what the hell's going down over here, but he wants AI crunch. No AI crunch, Ryan says. Are you guys speechless? You have any comments? Anything about Matt Booty wanting bots to test out the QA instead of hiring people? Exactly. The next interview that Matt Booty had. This is the one that really rustled my feathers. Xbox Studios boss says the days of single studio AAA games are long gone. And he uses the example of Perfect Help and says it's fine. Oh, goodness gracious, Booty. Matt Booty says Crystal Dynamics' work on Perfect Dark is normal. Nothing to see here. Not proof of a problem. Oh, Jesus. How we make games is evolving, Booty explained. The idea of a single team under one roof really doesn't happen that often anymore. I use the example, our Perfect Dark team down in Santa Monica, the initiative. So we just did this big partnership with Crystal Dynamics. Oh, and I read there must be a problem. It's the opposite, he says. I'm sure. You've got this veteran, Crystal Dynamics, and a big AAA team with over 100 people that's available. Yo, there is so much. I know why he got his name. Dude, this is so much horseshit right now. Using Perfect Dark as an example of studios working on multiple games. Meanwhile, 343 is like 800 people, and they can't find their way. They're working on one goddamn game, Halo Infinite. But the days of AAA one-game studios are gone now. Coalition, tell me what they made different, Booty. What's Coalition? Goddamn named after Gears of War. What have they made? What have they made, Booty? Coalition. Turn 10. What have they made? The day's over. What do you mean is over? Turn 10 only made racing games. What are you talking about? The Coalition named after Gears. They only make Gears games. Anything else? You had them stop making... You had changed their name. They were called Black Tusk Studios making a Samurai Assassins game. You bought Gears, changed the whole fucking studio's name to Coalition, and said you go make Gears of War 4, 5, and motherfuckers. Then... you took the studio that to do Halo and called them 343, and said all you're going to do is make shit-ass Halo games and Craig and Hairless Rats. What are you talking about, Booty? This is a horrible example because this example is not what you're talking about. Aaron, let me explain something to you. Do they have a shit-ass person named Booty giving examples right now? Because he's using Crystal Dynamics as an example of this. Obviously, there are studios that work on multiple games, but not to say the industry is changing and then using Perfect Dark when you had the initiative with 44 people. We got 10 times more, we got fucking 2 times more people in the chat right now that they're working at the initiative. And that's after Drew Murray left. But telling us that you got a first-party studio with the initiative working on Perfect Dark, a franchise revival, whatever the hell this thing is, and halfway through, 2 years into development, after they announced the game, Drew Murray leaves. They announced the game in December. The dude leaves in February. Drew Murray's gone. Went back to Insomniac to go work on. No, he went back to Insomniac to go work on Ratchet and Clank. Okay? Now, he's gone. Executives are leaving left and right. And now you take a third-party publisher with Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics, who's now owned by goddamn Tencent, and use them to develop your first-party game. That don't sound like what Naughty Dog did with well, here's Last of Us and here's Uncharted. That's I can understand the multiple studios making multiple games. I understand that. This is totally different. We have a team and a big AAA team over with 100 people that becomes available. Why are you shopping around at third-party developers? When did Crystal Dynamics said, dude, we got 100 people, don't know what to do? Oh, okay, well, then work on a first-party studio game that only has 40 people. Dude, this is bull. And then with Guerrilla Studios, they made Horizon Zero Dawn, and they also made Killzone. Okay. Multiple games from the studio. But again, they're missing the point. This Crystal Dynamics thing is not an example of that. That is a first-party studio going after Crystal Dynamics, a third-party studio with 100 dudes not knowing what to do and saying, come work on our IP. This is a weird-ass shit. That's not a good example. But he's saying it's not a problem. That's the thing. Oh, no, this was planned. Guys, if this was planned, don't you think in the initiative with Crystal Dynamics, Perfect Dark, why would you have the initiative put together, then a year, 2 in 2018, then in 2020 announced Perfect Dark, 2021 Drew Murray leaves, there's people, all the executives are leaving, there was turmoil at the place, and then Crystal Dynamics gets picked. Oh, and you think Booty's talking right? So anyway, then here comes the internet. Andy Robinson going, you know what? Even though Matt Booty says that this is a good thing, that, this was planned, I spoke to many current and former employees stating that the flood of departures very much was a sign of a problem. Not with the multi-studio setup, it was always their intention to partner with an experienced dev, but many seemingly had issues with the initiative's leadership. I believe Crystal Dynamics coming on board will be positive for the project, partly because it's a studio with Daryl Gallagher's old team, but the number of messages I received suggest that there are definitely cultural issues there. Not what Booty's been shitting out his ass, saying, oh no, this was fine. I spoke for a few I spoke with, directly blamed Xbox leadership, and I think it speaks volumes to how many initiative leads have moved on to other Xbox studios.
You're my number one customer.
Vedger, thank you so much, Super Chat. He goes, Xbox can't use HoloLens Xbox VR because they can't tighten the screw on the back of the headsets blinded. They can't even screw a stance SSD with visuals. Oh, shit. That screw really got him wound up. That screwdriver was pretty wild, dude. It made people flip out. There's too much hardware, right? Right, Veggie? There's too much hardware for them. Jay Thomas with the 5. He goes, what up, Jez? Ignore that Aaron clown. He literally just migrated over from damage controlling the Xbox Series L and Porter Rock stream. Oh, thank you. He's a carryover from there. Thank you, Jay Thomas, for the heads up. And shout out to everybody watching. Hit that like button. But there. Booty's telling you that it's a fresh coat of paint. This is something we do all the time. But we know that this is not. There was problems with the leadership and the direction. And this is not the first time we heard this. A reboot, a rebranding. Hell, I just covered Halo Infinite, and them talking sounds like they are rebooting that game as a service game. They don't know what the hell to do with it. So that's another game that's kind of getting rebooted right in front of our eyes. That guy was talking last week. It's on my last show. Rebooted right in front of your face, dude. Oh, well, my vision of what a service game is seasonality. Not having 8-month seasons. So Booty continues in his interview, and he goes, Age of Empires 4, even something like Flight Simulator. We used with a France called Asobo. That kind of code development, you're working with people like Certain Affinity, Iron Galaxy, which is by Amazon, Blackbird. For those studios are key to the project. Dude, you outsource some work to other studios, fine. But this Crystal Dynamics is basically Perfect Dark presented by Crystal Dynamics. Like, the initiative is not even, like, part of it. Daryl Gallagher is the only one that's part of it. Like, I don't understand how's that different than what these other things. And yes, you work with other studios and stuff like that. But what's incredible is that you mention all these other studios that you're working with, but you got over 30 goddamn studios that are Microsoft-owned studios right now. You're not tapping into those resources, dude.
Do you think the same thing is going to happen with State of Decay 3? Because you heard that the Gears of War team and Coalition is helping work on State of Decay 3.
Oh yeah, because of the engine. Yeah, I dude,
I don't know. Do you think there's going to be a similar thing?
But I could, but Frog, see, I understand.
Like we may see, because the Undead Labs made the State of Decay game.
Yeah.
But do you think that we'll see, like, when that game comes out, like we'll see Coalition name pop up on there, and
I'm sure.
basically,
I'm sure, but that's the whole point about using first party studios. Like, yeah, I could see them helping out each other.
I don't think there's any problem with that.
No, but like the fact that they're saying that he's saying that this Crystal Dynamics thing was part of the industry changing and not one studio making a game. The Crystal Dynamics was a bad example because that seemed to stem from just poor management. And just like they had a lot of people leaving with bad direction and stuff. And the fact that Crystal Dynamics came on so late in the project, it wasn't like Crystal Dynamics was there when they announced Perfect Dark. They announced Perfect Dark over a year before Crystal Dynamics was even part of it. They showed that CGI trail at the Game Awards, and then Drew Murray left, and then there was issues, and then all of a sudden they said Crystal Dynamics is our co-partner. It's like, oh, well. It looked like something was wrong. Like, it seemed like they got added on at the tail end of this shit. So, I don't think that was a good example. Like, I understand there's co-studios, co-development and stuff like that. Games are so big that they need that. But then let's see how Perfect Dark is doing. Because I got some new update right here saying that wait a second. The rumor is that Xbox exclusive Perfect Dark is a third-person shooter. The reason they chose to work with Crystal Dynamics is because they have experience with that kind of game. The Perfect Dark reboot is. I don't like this. It should have remained a first-person shooter. Well,
I'm gonna turn into Tomb Raider.
That's a rumor. But what's crazy is that the rumor goes both ways. If they are doing a third-person shooter, and they're using Crystal Dynamics to do like a Tomb Raider type thing, well, Perfect Dark is now perfect help. Like, that's not Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is a first-person sci-fi espionage shooter. Okay? You're going to make it third person. Get ready, because I don't think people are going to say this is Perfect Dark. Okay? Because that's a different type of game. Secondly, if you say, well, we're doing a first person shooter and Crystal Dynamics is helping us with it, it's like, well, Crystal Dynamics don't make first person shooters. So how much can they help on that? So I'm telling you, either way, I don't like it. And I don't trust Crystal Dynamics coming off of the goddamn stunt double Avengers. And now they got Perfect Dark. And dude, I don't know, man. We got to see it. And I'm sorry, if they show a third-person shooter and they say this is Perfect Dark, people are not going to be happy.
No, I agree. I totally agree.
That's not good. That's like instant. Then you're going to have to really try to fix stuff, because people's expectations are big. This is not perfect. How's this Perfect Dark? It's Tomb Raider with goddamn with a laptop gun. So I don't know, man. I don't know. And then you say, oh, it's a first-person shooter brought to you by Crystal Dynamics. You're like, an initiative who never made a game before. They're a bunch of people put together. So, yeah, I don't know. Either way, it seems like even Everwild with Rare, like rebooting that, State of K3, where are these games? Like 22, I can understand. Well, I can't really understand, but if they put no games out this year, and at least maybe showed games that they're working on, like some gameplay and stuff, I think it wouldn't be as bad. But the fact is that they're not even acknowledging these games, and they're using them as talking points. Meanwhile, we haven't seen shit from Perfect Dark. How the hell are you going to use Crystal Dynamics and Perfect Dark as an example of AAA development of other studios when we haven't even seen what this game looks like? And it reminds me of when Phil was talking about this whole PC service shit and throwing Minecraft in every goddamn conversation. Like, they use these games as talking points without showing the game to the gamers. Like, I just think it's like, is it a talking point? Or do you actually have a goddamn game to show everybody? Because I can't tell you that this is the future or the success of game development without you showing me any goddamn facts. All we have is an official trailer from 2 years ago, a 2-minute CGI trailer. And he goes, though that also adds some complexity, with one of those studios has problems, then it impacts the schedule. So all the days are gone when you could sort a go everybody round-up team in the cafeteria and tell everybody to work harder this Wednesday. That's long gone. It's got a lot more complicated than that. Oh, Jesus. He's talking about his experience in delivering coffees now. I'm sorry. I don't think he knows what the hell is going on. I think he's so disconnected, man. They must have gave him some talking points and sent him on his way. I don't think he has any clue what's going on, because he's in charge of 343, dude. He is the charge of Xbox Studios, and 343 is under his helm. And the fact that 343 is rolling around with FIRE343 not even a year in of Halo Infinite, and them just scrambling around and canceling co-op, and you want to see how messed this up. So this is the fallout from the Halo Infinite stuff. Did you see this, guys? Did you see that when they canceled the co-op split screen, somebody actually already...
This is campaign co-op split screen, which was just canceled yesterday, running on the base VC...
Oh.
This is for the Halo community right now. This is campaign co-op split screen, which was just canceled yesterday, running on the base VCR Xbox One. That is indeed what this is running on right now, and I am not in the open world. I will need to do more testing, but I do want to see how that performs, but right now, it's running. This controller is drifting so much. That is why I stopped using this. That is my main controller. And oh my god. Oh man. But yeah, I just wanted to show this off, and I will get a little bit further into the open world and see how it runs. Okay, this is for...
How's that? The feature that they said that they're not having in the game, it's in the game. How crazy is that shit? I want to see if they're going to block it. I want to see if they pull it out. But basically, they like, where is this? They pulled out. They're not doing split screen co-op. And then you have Bonnie. Where is this? Bonnie going that we will never have, after we heard you. Here's a look at all the look at this. 343 Industries. This is all their quotes. Made a lot of mistakes with Halo 4. We can do better. Halo Master Chief Collection is a black eye for us. Halo 5 won't suffer the same fate, says franchise director. Halo Infinite has learned a lot from past Halo 5 mistakes, says 343 Industries. Oh, what?
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy
Jeez.
Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
How the hell? Do you see these quotes? Frog, like, you see this stuff? Are you guys there?
I'm here. I don't know what quote. What's the quote? Oh, we're talking about Halo cancel.
343 made a lot of mistakes with Halo 4. We can do better. Quote, Halo Master Chief, a black eye for us. Halo 5 won't suffer the same fate, says franchise director. Halo Infinite has learned from past Halo 5 mistakes.
No, they didn't. It don't even have features that was in Halo 5.
Yeah, right? Here's shit. Wait, I want to see something here. Where's her quote? The split screen thing. Here it is.
Along the way, you know, when we fell down with the multiplayer launch of MCC, or when we didn't put split screen in with Halo 5, I think it's incredibly painful for the community and for us. You know, I think it erodes trust with the community, as the community is part of our world building. A lot of learnings from that, and I would say for any FPS going out forward, we will always have split screen in going forward, but painful learnings.
We will always have split screen going forward.
When we didn't put split screen in with Halo 5, I think it's incredibly painful for the community and for us.
Not true at all.
It erodes trust with the community, as the community is part of our world building. A lot of learnings from that, and I would say for any FPS going out forward, we will always have split screen in going forward, but painful learnings.
We have had to make the difficult decision not to ship campaign split screen co-op and take the resources that we would use on that and go after this list and all these other things that we're going to talk about in just a sec.
Like, dude. Like, Booty's in charge of this stuff, dude. Like, wow. Wow. Like, what are we, like, this is Halo. This is not a passion project. This is not bleeding ass. This is Halo. You've been apologizing for 5 goddamn years, maybe more, since Halo 4, which is today's the anniversary of Halo 4 release. Slap me on the ass and call me Susie. This is what they do. They pulling out shit. That dude was talking about he wants his vision of service games for the end of 2023. Pulling their resources out their ass. Booty, get the coffee there. 2 cappuccinos, 1 sugar. Get your ass over there. Resources. That's Booty. Booty says he doesn't want shit to get in the way. Wasn't that a Booty quote? Booty says he don't want to get in the way. Booty says he does not want to get in the way. His job is to see what's going on, to make sure they got everything that they need. That's what his job is. He does not get in the way. He just asks them what they need. That's how he has the 2 sugars. He's the Booty barista. His job every day is to wake up and just ask them, hey, guys, what do you need? You need anything? I want to make sure nothing gets in your way. Here he is. Here he is. What do you do every day?
To get to that point where you're on the edge of being able to, release it to the fans is so cool. Earlier
what do you say, Booty?
She leads the Age of Empires. Great games lined up, yeah.
So, I mean, you kind of touch on it about like that's part of your job is calling and checking in. Like you are the head of Xbox Game Studios. What is your job? Like, what are you actually doing? And I know that's such a broad question, but
what do you do here, Booty?
Is your job to kind of check in with the different teams and like how much is the strategy of like content roadmap and all of that? Like, what is your job?
Yeah, well, first, the games and the game teams, that is all because of our studio heads, right? Like we talk about, we've got 23 studios, but behind every one of those studios is a studio head, a leadership team. And we've talked about this a little bit before, that we're very creator-led, right? And it doesn't mean that the design lead is running the studio, but it just means that our studios are formed. You could build a studio around a business approach. You could build it around a marketing approach.
Uh-oh, Booty flipped on something.
We build our studios around production. So when it comes to, nobody needs me playing game designer. Nobody needs me in there helping run their studio. My main job is to make sure.
Excuse me? Who? What? Nobody needs you in there helping run the excuse me?
Build our studios around production. So when it comes to, nobody needs me playing game designer. Nobody needs me in there helping run their studio. My main job is to make sure that those studio heads have got what they need. So that is, I am their voice back to Phil's leadership team. I'm their voice back into the broader Microsoft. And really what, my job is to wake up and say, is there something in somebody's way? Like right now, what is Bonnie Ross, who's, working with her team to get Halo? Is there anything that I can do to help her today to get out of the way? What is, Alan Hartman, who's working on fourth term and then out of the way?
Did he just say what I think he said?
Build our studios around.
Did he? I need reverb. Did he just say what I think he said? Did he? Did he say Ibani needed anything? Did he say that? Why is Joseph Staten saying they're reallocating resources?
Around production. So when it comes to, nobody needs me playing game designer. Nobody needs me in there helping run their studio. My main job is to make sure that those studio heads have got what they need. So that is, I am their voice back to Phil's leadership team. I'm their voice back into the broader Microsoft. And really what, my job is to wake up and say, is there something in somebody's way? Like right now, what is Bonnie Ross, who's, working with her team to get Halo? Is there anything that I can do to help her today to get out of the way? What is, Alan Hartman, who's working on fourth term? Like what is, do they need the team at Playground? And it's really just to be of service to them, to get stuff out of the way. And there is that strategic aspect to be the person who's looking down the road. Phil and the leadership team that I get to work with do a great job about, we kind of break things down into sort of, there's, near term, some midterm, and then some longer term stuff. I mean, I was talking with our leadership team, I think it was last week. It's kind of interesting to think that at one point in time, our xCloud was one of those far off in the distance things, right? There was a time
I'm not hearing xCloud, but you keep that shit. What do you do here? Get stuff out of the way. You don't need me developing games, talking about games. Bonnie, is there something in your way? Why is they coming out there struggling like they can't even get Halo off the ground? Rebooting it. Where is the help? You are the voice back to Phil's leadership team. If that isn't proof, there is a management issue with this whole Xbox first-party studio development and Halo issues right there. There is no other evidence of this, of what we know as the gamer, as the people who have access to this information without being an employee there. Seeing this shows that there is a management issue. He communicates Bonnie's team to Phil. Dude's winning awards. This is Office Space. What do you do here? I bring the reports down to the consumers because I'm a people person. Nobody speaks to the customers. Dude, that's what it is over there. They've got too many cooks in the kitchen. Booty's hands off ass first. I don't wake up. Whatever's in your way. You know what? We can't get campaign. I'll tell Phil. How they're reallocating resources. Like where's Bonnie going? Well, I promise that we're not taking co-op out. Split screen. After beta testing the shit. Dude, it is a mess. If that is not an example, I would love to ask the same question to Herman Holtz and see if that, you know what, I just go there, you know, with my yacht, and then I rip open my shirt. I come in with my club music. I come in and I'm like, hey, Equality Games. Do you have a demo for me to play today? I'm Herman Holtz with Quality Splits. I want some. He has his music. He has his chest hairs. He's like, I came in to play some quality. I parked my yacht outside to play some quality games. Do you have a demo for me right now? Hey, you, get over here. Oh. Let me play this game. Oh, yeah. It's Quality Splits. That's Quality Games. You better have a demo for me. I'm coming over next to you or any of the studios. We'll do some splits. That's right. It's good split time. You think Herman Holtz is going in there going, I just go to the studios with my yacht and I just tell them do whatever they want. I don't want to get in the way. I ask them for a couple of espressos. And, dude. Like I said, when Herman Holtz shows up to the studio, those ass cheeks pucker up. Booty's coming off. Goddamn clown car coming down the streets. Here comes Booty. Here he comes. He's coming to check out our demo. Booty, get back in the fucking clown car. Here he comes. Here he comes. Booty comes in and goes, guys, I don't want to get in the way. Everybody okay? Okay. I'm out of here. I'm going back. I'm gonna check on Hellblade 2. Guys, any lattes here? He's walking around. He has like 2 handfuls of goddamn espressos. Hey guys. Hey. 2 lattes? Okay. Booty, go bring us goddamn coffee. I don't want your ass here. The disrespect for Booty is outside. It's ridiculous. Herman Holtz comes in, the chest hairs, the chains. I want to see games, bitch. Comes walking in the steps. Here comes Booty. Come on. Like, that's the guy that's running your game studios. He goes, I don't want to get involved. You don't want me playing game dev or anything. They need, and in all seriousness, I've said this before. Some of these studios need to get out of their own way. They're living the world of the game. Bonnie and stuff is the studio head. One customer. Sometimes the outside looking in perspective could help benefit the game. Just go watch the God of War development with Shuhei when he went in there and told them to scrap it with God of War. It was an outside perspective looking at it to get them out of their own way. Game development needs that, just like a lot of things, team building and stuff. Sometimes the teams are just living in that world and they need somebody from the outside looking in to help guide them and maybe give an outside perspective. They might think they got the shit, but then somebody comes in going, you know what? Somebody over there is doing that. It's not really working. Change it up. That's where Booty comes in. That's where, like, Shuhei came in. That's where Herman comes in, when they kind of give an input, some kind of outside perspective to help a studio. But when you have somebody that goes, I just don't want anything to get in their way. Hey, check it in. How's everybody doing? I woke up today. Booty, take out the garbage. Okay, I'll take it out. Don't worry about it. I'll take out last night's dinner. Like, that's that hands-off, ass-first approach. And now you're seeing the results as a gamer because the output of their first party is lacking so much. And it's lacking not because they cannot make a game. It's lacking because they're lacking vision. The stuff that happened with the initiative, the reboots for Everwild, after they shown the game, they're like, we don't know what it is. Fable development, where's that? Avowed, who knows? The lack of gameplay to all these games, it shows that the progress to these games is not coming to a place of showing it to the customer. That's a problem. That's a management problem. That's a development problem. Not because these developers, and you know what? You say FIRE343 and we joke about it and stuff like that. I don't want anybody to get fired. But the point is that it's not their incapability of making games. It's the fact that there is no direction. You heard that person on on the show. The way he was talking about it's like a whole reimagining of what a service game is. Seasonality, competitiveness, and all this other stuff. And when your boss is saying all this stuff and you look at the disaster that Infinite is, I'm getting ready for a new quote right here going, Halo Infinite was a disaster. We learned a lot for that. Stay tuned for Halo, the Rebirth. That's right, Geraldo. Hey, guys, any games? Okay, want a cappuccino? And the fact that split screen is shown, it made them look like a hypocrisy. People were getting split screen to work in the game, and he's saying that they're pulling resources away. They don't want to put it in split screen. And meanwhile, this goes on there. And then you got your exec. They're so disconnected. Phil Spencer, Xbox, the best lineup position ever with the Series X. July 2020, they launched with no games. Halo got delayed. 2 months in August, Halo got delayed. They launched with nothing. Dope is out there quoting, claiming the best launch lineup ever. What is going on? And then look at this. Out of the blue, PlayStation Firewall Ultra. Now, PSVR 2 is getting game announcements and gameplay trailers. Are we like living a dream?
You want to be a contractor?
Look at this.
According to your reputation, you have the right skills for the
PSVR 2
job.
is getting game announcements with gameplay.
If you're interested,
the hardware's not even out yet.
But so is the reward. We have multiple contracts. From solo intel
What's
gathering
going on?
to team strike force
Rudy
operations.
can't even get his shit together. PSVR 2 is getting two game announcements with gameplay.
There. If you're compromised, you're on your own.
Firewall was a kick-ass game on PSVR. This is the next-gen version of it. I'm going to tell you right now. Firewall is goddamn Rainbow Six on steroids. It is awesome on PSVR. Wishlisted now on the PlayStation Store. The hardware's not even out yet. They got 2 goddamn games announced with gameplay. What is going on? Sony's done with the PS5. They're like, yeah, we showed PS5 games. We're showing now games for this. And Firewall's an awesome-ass game, man. It was very kick-ass for the tech that it had. Dude, it was like Man, it was fun. It was like dude, it was good. And now with that, just like that. Now, is this so hard? Pause. 1 minute little video. Gameplay. Announcement. Reveal. Why is it so difficult for Xbox Studios? Why? And how come nobody's asking why? If you're gamers, you're on Twitter capping all goddamn day long. But you don't ask why. Why is it so easy for PlayStation just to come out of the blue and just tweet out a new game announcement for hardware that's not even available yet? Boom. There you go. Enjoy. In the store already. Game was kick ass on PSVR. How? And then follow up with this trash? This is your service that's going to bring Xbox back? But they'll tell you that Xbox is in the glory days right now. Buy 2 of them. Yeah, Phil said nobody's asking for VR. Phil also said options are great. Right, Nick? He's not giving you those options. But man, 343 really got thrown through the ringer.
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Hey, thank you, Game Sky Jumper. Just joined the Grindhouse. Welcome. Welcome to the Grindhouse. Oh, who's that? SonoU.com says, with the $2.99, he goes, Herman, show me leadership skills and give me quality. That's exactly what Herman Holtz is doing with the splits. But look at this. This is a YouTuber, Halo YouTuber, covers Halo. I follow him. Sean W., big Halo YouTuber. This is what he posted today to his subscribers. My attitude with Halo Infinite has now gone from being patient and hopeful to it's on you to impress me and win me back. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. It's like all of us right now. New content coming to the channel this week, guys. I know 99% of you sub for Halo, and all I can say is that I'm going to be trying a lot of stuff going forward, so maybe give it a chance and see if you like the direction. If not, then I understand this will be the end of the road for many. All I can say is I plan to on making gaming content for years to come, so just because you might not like the game, you may like a future one. So that's my pitch for you to stick around regardless. Love you all and wish you and thank you all in person for the support over the past 2.5 years. He covered the store. He covered the Halo stuff. He remained optimistic. He had some skepticism, but he remained positive and optimistic. And they wore him out. This is a Halo. He built this channel on Halo. Wore him out. How does this mind share go? Like, how devastating is it that you get people that just pick up and leave? And you see this, myself, with Salty, you see that you warn us out with your incompetence, with your lack of direction, with your false promises, with the lack of games. I don't even give a shit you lied to my face. If you're giving me great games, I'll tolerate it if I get to play great games. Jay Thomas wants to know, how does he become a VIP grinder and have his name on it amongst Herman Holt's leg splits? Jay Thomas, you hit the join button and you get access to all the incredible emojis, and you join Herman Holtz in the club with the VIP grinders and the splits. hit the join button and grind the VIP Grindhouse. But how much do you have to wear people out to just have them leave? Like, I'm done. I've seen some other people on Twitter that used to be Xbox diehards, took a break, then bought a PlayStation 5 and said, you know what? I'm in my glory days. I'm not going to put them right there. I'm not going to show them on here, but I saw the person today. Xbox YouTuber. I bought a PlayStation. I took a break from Twitter. And I bought a PlayStation, and there's so many great games that I missed out on. Sounds familiar, right? That was me in 2016. And then guess what? Starts tweeting, what games? Xbox don't have any games. If they release something, I'll just play it on. I'll just jump on my PC and subscribe for a month and play the game. Peekaboo Gaming, dude. Evidence right there. That's what they do. Xbox is not giving it to anybody. And what they're giving is a fought in the wind, dude. Oh, yeah, you released the game in the last 2 years. I'll jump on for $15 or a dollar bill filled with a box of Doritos. I'll try your game out for a little bit. You subscribe, and then there's the join button. There should be a join button under there. I don't know. You may have to refresh it. It's on the website. It's on the YouTube, right underneath the YouTube channel. I don't know. Should be there. But yeah. But doesn't that sound like a lot of people, like they just gave up? How do you get that mind share back? And you look at 343, the fallout of this stuff. Halo is done, dude. Peekaboo Gaming Tool, man, that's what it's called. Xbox does not release enough content in order to warrant a steady subscription. You jump on, you jump off. They make it so easy.
You're my #1 customer.
And PlayStation's just dropping games after there's so many games. And not even the big ones, the bangers. You still got Stray and Seafood, games that Microsoft should have got day one in Game Pass. Where were they with Stray and Seafood and Kana? Where was Phil? Where was Booty? Where was goddamn that indie dude? Chris Charla. Where was he when Kana was getting shopped around? Stray and Fist. Where were they? Where are those games, dude? I don't know. Rollerdrome, where that? Why's that on in Game Pass day one? Where were you guys? I don't know. But how do you lose such mind share? You have dedicated Halo channels that are done. And that's not the only one. Go to any Halo channel. They are done with this latest update. They extended the season from what was supposed to be next month to next March and gave you some winter bullshit with a free battle pass so they can figure out how they can monetize your ass now that they finally put in the goddamn skill-based XP that needed to be there a year ago. And now Forge is in beta, but you can't play on any of the Forge maps until March when they release the browser. Who doing that? And then they're focused on competitive gaming. What about the fun shit? Oh, stay tuned to Season 3 March. Guess what they got? 1 new weapon and 1 new bubble shield. Are you kidding me? Booty better get the goddamn double latte espressos getting in there. Those people got to work some shit. 1 goddamn gun? In what? Over a year and a half? You put 1 goddamn gun in there. Meanwhile, son of a bitch, 2 years ago, who left, day one guns he was talking about. And the classics, like the shotgun and the pistol not being there day one. We got to find the right way. You know what? Son of a bitch also said assassinations were coming. Well, assassinations won't be there at launch. We're going to wait for assassinations. If assassinations is not even on the list until next June, it's nowhere to be found. Just like ray tracing. How do you lose a community? You lost the casuals They went back to Fortnite and Call of Duty. They're gone. You lost the people that fly-by-nighters that got it for free. They could give a shit. The game was at 3 maps. Halo TV show more content. Phil said, recognize Raven Studios QA union. Booty said, get ready to get rid of them all and do it with AI. Oh, shit. I didn't think of that, Sergeant. I didn't think of that. That's funny. We believe in unionization. Yeah, because we're going to put AI in front of them all. Goddamn Key J goes, $2. He goes, homeboy packed up and left his Master Chief helmet. Hell yeah, he did. He went to the other side of the river. He's like, I'm done. He said, I'm done. But how? How? How do you lose mindshare with the Halo community? And you think Forge is going to come in there and fix it? Mm-mm-mm. And then you look at what they've done with the console. How long can you go without playing first-party games and subscribing to a service when you're just like, I'm a fool, dude. I'm a fool. Why am I still doing this stuff? You know? Why am I still doing this? And again, they gave them the benefit of the doubt, and they still...
You're my number one customer.
They still lost. The people didn't hate him on day one. They weren't screaming out Fernando day one. They were giving him the benefit of the doubt. Oh, maybe it goes somewhere with Fernando. They didn't even talk about first-party content, the first single-player content, new biomes, anything like that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Something for the normies with the $19.99. Thank you so much, man. He goes, sup, Jez. Games Media has been running cover for 343 since day one. Every Halo game has had high scores, even when they're broken. No accountability kills quality. Have a great night. Thank you, Something for the normies. I really appreciate it. No accountability. You would be shocked to go read some of the reviews right now, just like what Something for the normies said. Go read the reviews of Halo Infinite when it launched last year. Holy shit. Go look at that and see the state that it is. All the benefit of doubt, broken, 2 maps. Oh, it's only in beta. Player's Choice Award. Seasonality they're trying to get. They've been telling you that it's been a season game. It's a service game for over 2 years. They've been telling you it's a service game. That's why there wasn't day one guns and there wasn't content day one. It's a service game. There will be seasons. But then they jerked you around because guess what? Then they start making the season 6 months and 8 months. And then telling you, guess what? This is not going to be ready for the day one of the season. It's going to be over the course of the season. And then when it doesn't come over, you beta test it over the course of the season. And then when the season really launches, then we might put it in. And then we'll take out features that we promised for the season, like co-op. That's not co-op split screen. Well, that's not there either. It's hard. Sorry. And now they're trying to get to seasonality. By 2023, it will be 2 years after this game launched. They're going to try to get to a routine seasonality, and it might not be by 2023. He wants it by the end. How many excuses do we have here? Where is the management? Who is responsible for this? And they did this with Halo. You think they're going to show Perfect Dark, Fable, Respect? They might throw those to the goddamn wolves. Look what they did with the Halo TV show. 343 and Steven Spielberg. Holy shit. Let's take off all his armor and mess it with the whole goddamn... Like, what happened? First 15 minutes was decent. The rest of it was a wash. But you're losing your mind share. And I said this, Microsoft, whoever over there, they have so much work to do to try and get back what they lost. I don't even think it's going to come back. And people are hoping for the only way that it could try to come back is if Sony messes up direly. And that's the problem. Sony needs to mess up in order. That's where it is. That's why there are all these puff pieces all over the internet about bad Sony packaging, bad Sony $10, bad Sony camo, plates, bad Sony this, more money, bad Sony. Everything's a bad Sony because they want PlayStation to mess up because that is the only chance they have for Xbox to try to gain some ground. But what they realize is that Sony is so entrenched right now. Microsoft has given up so much mindshare and messed up their key franchises and lost focus on what games mean to the console and what games mean to the brand. That's the problem. They start shopping around an Xbox brand with refrigerators, donuts, sneakers, baby dolls. But they forgot that the brand is identified by the games. You can't just go shop around a brand that's not delivering the games that people feel good about the brand. You can't do that. Imagine Nike shopping around the Nike sign without making shoes. Shit don't work. Xbox is using the brand power without the content that created the brand. And that is just mismanagement to the nth degree. And now it all fell on 343, and FIRE343 went trending on Twitter. Get rid of them all. But it's all the management, dude. And that guy's promise, and nobody's going to wait around for that shit. It's done. Forge is going to come on. People will make some cool maps. You'll see some tweets about it. Nobody playing it because the game browser's not there. They're going to make 2 Forge maps for you to shut you up. And a new game mode comes in March. Who the hell knows? But Halo and 343 is not the only sad story. Look what they did with Crackdown. Destroyed that franchise. Dried up Forza Horizon 5. Just changed the locations. Never really evolved that franchise after Horizon 3. Just changed the backgrounds. Didn't add new vehicles. Didn't expand upon it. They just kind of let it go. And who knows what a Fable by a studio that makes racing games is going to look like. Who knows what a first-person espionage shooter created by Rare, who Rare's making something like Everwild and adding updates to Sea of Thieves, is going to look from the people that made the bootleg Crystal Dynamics goddamn Marvel characters. I don't know. Avowed. Who knows? Outer Worlds, Wilds 2, Outer Worlds 2. When's that? A lot of Hellblade 2. Where's that? What happened to Project Mara, the step simulator? Nail polish. That's right, Nassim. Nail polish. Sony just announced 2 PSVR games. Oh, man. And get ready. You think The Last of Us was a start? Get ready when God of War drops. Phil Spencer's got to have to run naked in the streets to get attention for Xbox. Got no games. Scorn? Pentiment? We know it, Compost. We know how it's going to turn out. We know what those games are. That's why I don't know. Wish a fought in the wind. I don't know, man. I just can't believe the incompetence. I can't believe the fallout to them. And to think that they're buying these big publishers, spending all this money, and they're going to make these franchises, all this IP is going to be under their roof. Oof. They can't even handle the IP that they announced and that they have already. You think they're gonna do something with Dooms and all that other stuff? And Activision and all, do you think they're gonna do shit with that? We're gonna be old and gray in 50 years and see if they're gonna do something with Crash Bandicoot. Come on. They'll release all the old shit for the next 2 years before they make any new shit. Trust me. They already stopped the backwards compatibility program. They're done. They blew their load. They used everything. Incredible. But 343, man. People thought that transparent video on them was going to do something. It did something. It pissed off a lot of people. And it lost more mind share for Halo. I like to see one thing here before I go here. Guys, any comments on that? I know I went on my whole monologue there. But I think it was said has been said here on this whole thing.
I think you pretty much hit everything on the head, man.
Let's see what that news did. Oh, shit. The Halo Infinite floating around 6,000. Yeah. Let's stick around. Sad shit.
You basically hit everything where it needs
I
to
just
be.
can't believe it, Frog. I can't believe that they destroyed. They're destroying their IPs now. It's not even the brand. It's their freaking IP that they got, which, you know.
Sad thing is, I don't think they care. Because if they did care, I don't know what could they do at this point.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no clue what they can do. But they're basically just destroyed. Like Halo, I don't know what's going on with it, dude. But we'll see. We'll keep it locked here to this channel. Hit the like button. We'll keep an eye on them. We got the buzzard eyes right on Halo and anything gaming news. But yeah, stay tuned. See what's going on. But yo, it was an awesome impromptu show. You can't believe we had close to 200 people. Like buttons, new VIPs. And awesome show for an impromptu. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Thank you, Frog, and thank you, Link, for coming on.
No
good
problem.
chatting up with you guys.
No, definitely.
But yeah, tell them where find you guys, Frogs, over on the Twitters and
on
Links
the Twitter,
on the Twitter. Over there, Links Philip on the Twitter. Frog's Dream is over on Twitter. And then yeah, shout out to you guys for coming on. Thank you again, Grinders, for a great show. And hit that like button on the way out. And the join button if you want to be a VIP grinder. But it was an awesome show, and thank you, everybody, for coming through. Oof, I need a drink, and I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody. Thank you again. And I forgot the song. We got to end on a high note. Here it is, everybody. Haven't played it in a while. Been a minute. Let's go.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Someone build a Plague Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Starmatch 2, Ground, Shroom, and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass. Among Us, the Ascent, and more.
Enough talk. Into the boat. Into the tunnel. Get to the chopper.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Someone build a Plague Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Starmatch 2, Ground, Shroom, and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
Thanks again, everybody. Good night. Keep it locked to the Grindhouse. Grindhouse, tip